actually. Very difficult for defenders to beat the top Chinese players. Chen Meng after that beat Zhang Huajun of Hong Kong 4-0.
Chen Meng versus Ding Ning.
And now here she is against Ding Ning. Tell you a bit more about Ding Ning's path.
Love 1.
The backhand opens up just off the table. First point to Ding Ning. Inside out forehands, 2 in a row from Ding Ning, covering the middle well. Loops onto the body, perfect placement from Chen Meng. You can see how much these balls are bending. Left-handed specialty from Ding Ning.
Two 1.
Soft touch from Chen Meng right at the back of the table.
Let
service, barely clipping the top of the net. Power from Chen Meng.
All.
Now, if you haven't seen Chen Meng for a little while, I didn't even recognize her. Her hairstyle before closer to Ding Ning's, a little bit longer now. Again, a little bit stronger looking, a little bit more muscular looking. Braces, a few changes from Chen Meng.
3-2.
Very solid backhand. Again, was telling you about Chen Meng's injuries. Had a lower back injury against Zhu Yuling in the final for the 2015 Asian Championships. And then at the Polish Open, 3 weeks later, had a leg injury. Seemed to take some time off.
2-4.
And when your livelihood, your career, relies on your body and your physical condition, you really need to take it seriously. Ding Ning at the World Championships rolled her ankle in Game 7 down 0-2, played through it after a 10-minute timeout, and won the World Championship.
3-4.
Well placed.
5-3.
Sees Ding Ning moving out to the forehand, and Chen Meng hits it behind, forcing a defensive shot out of Ding Ning, slightly off the table. Hear the cheers from the crowd on every shot. Hao Cho, good ball, nice shot. This is absolutely true. Both players counter looping, trying to pin each other on the middle. What a way to handle a long serve into the body. Ding Ning. Now she is a bit taller than most of the Chinese players, only Li Xiaoxia being slightly taller. Ding Ning going out of the court to get the ball, knocked the door off. See what happens here. You can't see it on the screen, but she's gonna try to balance everything, make sure it doesn't fall. Crowd cheering for Ding Ning's craftsmanship out here, her handiwork in the corner. Yeah, talking about the height of Ding Ning, the fact that she's able to cover the middle with the forehand so well, just amazing. Definitely not afraid to get low and go to the ground. Wide step. And this serve, even fans in China, when they see it the first time live, ooh and ah. That reverse tomahawk serve, so rare.
7-5.
So just a one-point game. Ding Ning creeping back in. Ooh, but a fast long serve down the line. This is a risky serve. Personally, as a right-handed player playing against lefties, I enjoy serving into the body, sometimes a heavy pendulum deep to the backhand, long serves to the backhand. But that was fast, risky. And a more traditional tomahawk serve, using the forehand side of the racket from Ding Ning. Tough to know when she starts. I wouldn't be surprised to see another tomahawk. She gets the third ball attack, but it's heavy spin from Cheng Meng, and it deters that third ball. Just makes it a more difficult and challenging shot for Ding Ning. Strong opening backhand from Ding Ning. 1-point game again. It's a solid touch shot. Chun Meng catching the side of the ball, looking much like Samsonov's touch shots on the receive. Or at least in the short game. Just missing long, trying to play the middle of the table. And now 9 points each, game one. Tit for tat going back and forth out here. Inside out forehand and a huge point with a chole from Ding Ning. He's down 7-9, 3 in a row. And the placement, it's not just that it's a reverse tomahawk. It's that it's low to the net and half long on the table. Well placed, Chun Meng sees Ding Ning starting to step around, expecting it more to the middle, possibly backhand side of the table. Then has to change up and move out to the forehand side, and we're at deuce in game one. Covering the middle, Ding Ning. Several shots, but Chun Meng brings him back. For Ding Ning to get it on the short side of the table here. And Chun Meng has to keep her balance so she can play it out to the forehand side and test Ding Ning. But Ding Ning passed that test and has earned game point. Yet again, second game point. Nope, it's on the side of Chun Meng. They had the score wrong on the screen. Thought there was something peculiar about that. The down the line shot, Chun Meng working it again on the forehand side. Recovers the game from down 9-10, saves game points and takes it. Deuce in the first. We'll be back for game two just after this. Players are back for game two. It's Ding Ning versus Chun Meng. Ding Ning, the Queen of Hearts, in the fitting color, in the hot pink. Sky blue on Chun Meng at the bottom of the screen, who took game one after being down 9-10.
One love.
Top of the net from Ding Ning. 2 quick points to start off the game.
Love 3.
Ding Ning with another break off the top of the net, blocking an aggressive opening shot from Chen Meng. Chen Meng still keeps her composure, but can't loop it back. Finds the net and just out. So creative, Chen Meng with 2 backhands in a row, bringing the wrist up and over the ball. Fools Ding Ning, playing 2 to the backhand side. Again, it looked like the obvious choice would have been to play it cross court with power. Sometimes the obvious choice, oftentimes the obvious choice, is not the best decision at this level.
4-1.
Oh, just missing the inside-out forehand. These rallies are really pushing the world-class players to the absolute tip-top of the game. Covering the middle with the forehand once again. Ding Ning just relentlessly covering. And again, at her height, that's quite difficult to do with the forehand. One of the things that makes Ding Ning so popular is her style of play. Counter looping from off the table, dangerous anywhere on the court. Not as compact as Lu Shiwen's game. Chen Meng with the power near the net, puts it away. Second point this game for Chen Meng.
Six, 2. Seven, 2.
Well-placed serve from Ding Ning, handcuffing Chen Meng.
Three, 7.
But a very heavy push there. It's going to be deep on the table. If you're going to do a long push, must be deep, fast. And in that case, very heavy was effective. Just amazing, almost laugh-worthy how impressive it is. Watching Chen Meng get these balls right off the bounce so quickly. Keeps her racket head up right in the center. For beginners in table tennis, as you're getting better and better, keeping the racket head up, very important.
3-8.
Getting ready, the ball comes back so quickly. No time to react if you let the racket head drop for a big stroke. Guess that the ball's going either way.
9-3.
This is where all the different strength training comes from the wrist and the arm to the core, the twisting, and of course the legs more than anything. The quads have to be very strong to lunge side to side, get in over the table, and still spring up to power your shots. Chen Meng, surprise, surprise. The ball comes back on the table to the forehand side. Looked like she thought the point was over. 7 game points for Ding Ning to tie up the score. She takes it at the first opportunity, 11 points to 3. Ding Ning ties it up 1 game apiece. We'll be back for game 3 to see who steps into the lead right after this short break.
game. Chen Meng to serve. Love all.
And the players are back for game 3. Fans getting crazy, screaming for the players out here between games. They really have to focus. No coaches in the corner. Chen Meng with the serve to start it off. 1 game each.
1 love. Two love.
And it's Ding Ning who has the lead. 2 points to 0, so I'm sure that'll be cleared up shortly for you at home.
Three love.
Again, perfect graphics right there. Ding Ning looking like she's actually existing on that poster. It's almost confusing to the eye. It's a good sign that we're moving forward in technology in the world, photo quality.
One three.
First point for Chen Meng so far in game 3. See if she's trying to set up the backhand game a little bit more, moving more to the middle of the table. And she does. 75% of the shots in that rally are backhand intensive from Chen Meng. Well placed right on the middle. Ding Ning is turned. Again, it's an unusual choice, but she seemed quite comfortable so far this match, turning and taking the forehand from the hip. Bit of inside-out spin at times, playing it cross-court to the forehand. Soft touch, Chen Meng derails the train of the third ball attack from Ding Ning. You could see it coming from afar. And suddenly Ding Ning had to change her mind. Too much power on this last one, but it clips the top of the net as well. That's what the apology was for. Can often be quite difficult, but practice players, the more you do anything, the better you get at it. When you're playing a million balls a week or however many it is, it's quite destined. Some shots are going to hit the top of the net and come into play. You learn to adjust. Attempted inside-out forehand. Sometimes you just have to clap, can't hold on to the banner. Counterattack with the forehand goes long and the crowd goes wild. So many lobs come back in this rally. Ding Ning from far away from the table feels right at home and finally gets the opportunity to come in with that huge forehand counterattack to the middle of the table, just missing long. The point quality out here. You're getting so many outstanding matches at this tournament.
5-6.
Spinny ball from the backhand, but the longer stroke forehand just mistimed. Now here's something that's true for professionals just the same as beginners. The backhand has less margin for error. In the sense, Well, I guess it's less likely that you will have an error because it's a shorter stroke, less free range. The body's in the way on the backswing, which is why many beginners are more comfortable with their backhand. By the time you're a professional, the forehand is definitely more powerful for most, so they prefer it. But in the last example, before this point, Chen Meng had to take a ball from the middle with the forehand, and the timing was tougher because she had more of a backswing. Ding Ning comfortably blocking, stays close to the table instead of taking it later from the middle with the forehand, and it pays off. Really has to keep the weight forward there, and you could see she was already getting ready to turn for the forehand down the opposite side, down the line.
8-7.
Ding Ning absolutely testing the footwork of Chen Meng. Again, she does look a little bit fitter and faster out here than before her injuries.
Seven, 9.
But when tested on the wide wings a few times in a row, Ding Ning is keeping the pressure on. If that shot's a little bit softer, Chen Meng is going to counter it back. But now just getting it onto the table, tough enough.
7-10.
Parallel shot on the short side of the table goes long. It's 3 game points for Ding Ning. Solid backhand. Now, when you look at the true strengths of a player, this is something that all players should know. You should know your strengths and your weaknesses. Do whatever you can to set up your strengths to get them into play more. Chen Meng has tried different tricks to get the backhand into play out here. It's not to say that her backhand's better than her forehand, simply more effective in winning points against Ding Ning.
11,
but when
8.
tested deep to the backhand
10,
and off
2,
the table a little
2,
bit,
1.
it's Ding Ning who prevails, 11 points to 8 to go up 2 games to 1, and we'll be back for game 4 after this short break. Players come back for game 4. Ding Ning at the top of the screen with the serve, leading 2 games to 1 over Chen Meng. Sort of a welcome back tournament. Chen Meng has been out of the world rankings due to inactivity, showing up here in outstanding form. And a heavy push deep into the backhand side. Now, I told you about how Chen Meng's been playing this tournament. Ding Ning in the opening round played Li Yu-jun from Chinese Taipei, 4-0. After that, Sakura Mori, 4-0 as well.
1-all.
Sakura Mori's actually been improving quite a bit lately, showing some power. But no test for Ding Ning is going to be the same as the one she has in front of her right now. After Sakura Mori, Ding Ning beat Shan Xiaona. That's the first game she dropped this tournament. It was a 4-1 victory for Ding Ning. Wow, the physical fitness demanded of Chen Meng. If you get a chance to see that in replay, the first forehand from the middle of the table, then tested wide quickly and goes for a ripping backhand, but has the mentality to recognize that she's going to take that ball cross court for the wide forehand with a backhand out to Ding Ning's wide forehand. Back edge of the table. Spinny shot from Chen Meng to tie it up. See, that ball stayed pretty low. Tough to tell, actually, if it caught any edge of the table or not. Either way, it got past Ding Ning. These are the points you love to see. Someone hits a shot that should win the point against almost anybody in the world, and Ding Ning brings it back on the table a few times, but Chen Meng knows that it's going to take several shots to get just 1 point against Ding Ning. Heavy topspin, a clean forehand opening from Ding Ning. Once again, Ding Ning covers the middle, but Chen Meng muscles through, gets set up in the middle of the table for the forehand. Look at that, 2 steps, 2 shuffles of the feet to get set up to take a quality forehand and still keep the balance. The footwork and the leg strength is really an investment in long rallies. Not only setting up a quality shot first, of course that's a priority, but keeping balance to hit several in a row.
4-all.
Difficult shot from the middle of the table. The shortest shot is right down the middle. And Chen Meng just missing long. Outstanding hooking forehand from way wide. Ding Ning making an incredible shot. Looks like we've got a Chen Meng up there at the straight face in the back. But Chen Meng had to work so hard so many times. Finally softens it up just a little bit, putting the inside out spin on, but it gives Ding Ning time to chase it down. Much like Xu Xin, able to be a threat from way off the table. If you want to see Xu Xin play, go back and watch highlights from earlier in this tournament. But there's that tricky backhand again where the wrist comes up high and Chen Meng misleads Ding Ning. Love to study that shot. Seen similar shots from Samsonov. A few other players who drag the hand like that, pull up the wrist. Simone Gauzy does it quite well.
7-5.
I sort of like that Ding Ning's reaction is to apologize in English. It's very cool. Again, professional players here in China, not a lot of time to be studying foreign languages. Focus is on table tennis and being the best in the world.
8-5.
Rally ending a little bit shorter than usual, but some fast shots early on over the table. Again, the counter exchanges. Chen Meng going for faster, flatter shots with the backhand out wide. I think if she can mix up her placement a bit, break the pattern with the backhand. And a little help off the top of the net for Ding Ning to make it a 4-point lead. Not much you can say about that rally. Chen Meng played it right.
5-10.
But unfortunately there, she's dealing with an opponent who can turn so quickly to get that forehand into play. Ding Ning making minced meat out of that serve. And now 5 game points. Powerful backhand off the top of the net and out. Ding Ning escapes 11-5 for a 3-1 lead. And we'll see if game 5 is the last or if Chen Meng turns it on and starts the comeback. Stay right here. Game 5 after this.
Fifth game, Chen Meng to serve.
So we're back for
love
game
all.
5. Chun Meng at the top of the screen won the first game of this match over Ding Ning at deuce, despite fighting against a game point, but hasn't won a game since.
Love 1.
And the true power on the backhand side has not paid off too much for Chun Meng. Ding Ning manages to bring it back with short strokes and earn a softer follow-up ball. Risk and reward. Big strokes equal big shots, but take longer to recover from. Slightly more conservative play from Chun Meng, testing out a little bit more efficient strokes, somewhere closer to 70–80%. Still quality shots nonetheless, just not outright winner attempts.
Three love.
Wouldn't be
Love
surprised
ball.
to see a timeout here at some point soon. 4 to love for Ding Ning. Now again, with no coaches in the corner, players tend to take timeouts a little bit later in the match. So much to focus on already as the player.
Love 5.
Chun Meng really just searching for answers out here. Trying to test the waters a bit late in the match. No chance that last ball, just too close to the net, and Ding Ning right there to take it early and wide. But a solid rally to chase down. That ball right there is low to the net and deep on the table. It's this one that just allows too much time for Ding Ning. If there's heavy topspin on it, it's deeper on the table. It's a different story.
7 love. One 7.
First point for Chun Meng this game. It's about time in the sense that if she does not win this game, it will be her last game this tournament.
One 8. Eight 2.
So while Chun Meng gets her second point, Ding Ning's still the heavy favorite to win this match, not only by history, but just looking at the scoreboard right now, Ding Ning fighting for a chance to get the title. Last year it was Zhu Yuling, who's already been knocked out of this tournament.
Let.
Will not be able to defend her title. Although Liu Shiwen took revenge on the slayer of Zhu Yuling.
9 2.
It's been a while since I've seen, can't recall an exhibition point in a women's match. If there's one more point here from Ding Ning, be quite cool to see some exhibition play. Back edge of the table for Chun Meng.
3 9.
If Chun Meng feels like she has any chance, she will fight. Again, this is a unique opportunity for Chun Meng to come back and be playing on the World Tour. While it is in China, it's still a very competitive, opportunity. A very competitive process to be able to play at the China Open. Just to let you know, Sean Quinn, the only player to beat Ma Long on the men's side of the game in 2015, is not even playing in this tournament. Not enough spaces for him.
10-4.
So we've got 6 match points for Ding Ning to move on to the women's singles final. Is there going to be an exhibition, or will the fight continue? Chasing it down in a spin around. I couldn't tell from the body language of Chun Meng. It looked like she might actually be trying to set up an exhibition point. Ding Ning is the server. Should not suggest that. Has to serve to win the point unless it's clear that the receiver wants an exhibition point.
11,
And there will be no exhibition. Ding Ning takes it 11 points to 5. 4 games to 1 over Chen Meng to reverse the last time she lost to Chen Meng in 2015. 4 games to 1. And the Queen of Hearts will move on to play the women's singles final against Liu Shiwen. So it'll be the epic battle, a rematch of the 2015 women's singles final from the World Championships. Ding Ning and Liu Shiwen later today. But stick around, we've got the Dark Knight from Hong Kong, Wong Chun Ting, the Ask a Pro Anything Player of the Week. He's going to be playing against Fan Zhendong, much beloved here by the home crowd. So stick around and enjoy. You're watching the China Open 2016.
现在我们邀请我们的本轮获胜者第一给我们签名一个非常可爱的乒乓球，要送给现场所有可爱的观众朋友。